Hey guys, you're watching one and only. My name is AJ and welcome back to another episode of City Skylines. Episode 33. As a word of warning, this series is gonna come to an end at some point soon. I don't know when. We're starting to do all the end game stuff here now, and the likes and stuff are starting to drop off. So if you guys are still interested in this series and you wanted to continue, you're gonna have to keep those likes up. But anyway, let's crack straight into it. So far, for the last few episodes, we've been in like a purge state where we're trying to deliberately mess up our city in order to get these end game buildings, in order to get these true in-game buildings. Now, crime rate. This is the one that I've been struggling with the most. Getting our crime rate to over 50%. Now, I've read the comments from you guys and I've done a bit of my own research, and together, hopefully, we can at least get a big jump up on this. So the first thing that people say is turn off all hospitals and fire services. Well, I don't know about the fire services, and I don't really want to turn off the hospitals. It's not something that we can really do with a city of this size. Plus, we need the hospitals going, and we need the healthcare going to try and fill up our cemeteries. I suppose if we turned off the hospitals, we probably would fill up our cemeteries a little faster, as people would die a lot quicker. But I don't really fancy doing that. Another thing that people said was to raise the taxes to 13%, and I also read this online. Anything above 13%, or they're going to complain at 13%, we know that because we've tested it. But 13%, people are probably going to complain about it, but they shouldn't move out, apparently. Apparently it's like just on that edge where people are spending so much on tax that they're going to have to turn to crime in order to keep their head above water, to be able to pay all their bills. It'll also give us a little bit more income for this time being. So far they haven't actually complained about it. Let's speed up time a little bit and see how things go. There's a lot of dead people about, which is a good thing for us because we're trying to fill our cemeteries. The second one, a big thing, is under the policies tab when it wants to come up. Can we have policies? Policies. Is it just broken? Am I just doing something wrong? Have I really broken it? Districts. Policies. Districts. Can I click on a district? District. This one. I'd really like to add some policies to it, if I can. Am I just doing something wrong here? Have I just broken something that I wasn't meant to break? I thought the policy thing comes up on the right-hand side. Well, anyway, we're meant to ban smoking. If we ban smoking, we get people trying to smuggle in cigarettes, which obviously puts up crime, and also a pet ban, because a pet ban apparently is going to obviously reduce happiness in our city. And then people might be trying to smuggle pets in as well, apparently. So, for some reason, we're getting a little X appear here. But I think we've broken something. Do we do like a restart on the game? Probably. I want to try and get that going. Let me do a reboot, and I shall see if that fixes it. Ha ha ha. A reboot worked. Okay, so we should be able to... Yeah, it's working. Fantastic. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a pet ban throughout the entire city. And we're going to do a smoking ban throughout the entire city. Boom. Is there anything that we want to actually remove? Recycling. Yeah, I'm going to turn that off to hopefully fill our landfill quicker. Free public transport. That can now be turned off. Now we got the building for getting the people to use it, so hopefully we might get a little bit more income from that. Education boost I'm going to keep on. The parks and recreation I think I'm going to keep on as well, because it keeps the land value high. Yeah, that doesn't matter. That should be okay. Raise taxes for low density. I don't know why it does that. Why we would want to do these, because we can do this manually. Oh, and this is, yeah, because you can do district specific, can't you? Yeah, okay, no problem. Heavy traffic ban, nope. I think we're good. So hopefully this will boost up on stage 3 here. This should boost it up. It's already at 35%, so we've had a 5%, 36%. Looks good, looks good. We've got a few people complaining over here about the taxes, and a few down here. In fact, everybody is. Just the low residential, hey? Very strange. These high residential aren't, but the low ones are. Ooh, very, very interesting. But anyway, I think while we're waiting for that, we want to grow our city a little bit more. Now, this is probably going to mess up our progress, but I don't really mind too much. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put some shops in the middle here. Okay, like this. And I'm going to put some houses around the outside. Hopefully this won't mess up our situation too much. Do I want to have houses down here? I think so. Houses down there, but not around the middle there. Not for the moment, at least. Oh, is there a road missing there? No, it's a bridge. I always think that. Man, look at all these trains. We have so many trains, and yet we're making, like, nothing out of it. Service last week, 60. It's just, like, nothing. And then this one goes down here to the cargo one. Well, I suppose the cargo ones must be doing stuff. I don't know. It seems a little bit strange to me. Okay, wonderful. They're still all complaining about crime. That's exactly what we want. What land have we got to expand to? We've got a little bit of land here. We've got this land down here, which we've been currently using as our test land for glitching and stuff. Well, not glitching, but just speeding up a couple of the processes for these buildings. I don't really want to build out there. I want to leave that as a sort of backup, if you like. We can't go any further this way, even with the land mod that we've got on, but we can buy more land around here, and I think we're going to. I think I want to buy this piece of land, purchase, and then we're going to easily, without too much road problems, build out here with, oh, unpause, with what district? Houses. I think houses and a little bit of commercial out here, because from what I understand now, I don't do a lot of thieving. I don't do any thieving. In fact, I do a lot of thieving. I don't do any thieving, but in my opinion, if you're going to rob somewhere, you're going to need somewhere to rob. So you're actually going to need commercial buildings about in order to do all of your crime business. Let's go up there to there. Trying to get this as efficient as possible. Down there. And down there. And then here, I'm going to do... Oops, I nearly clicked in. I'm going to do a brickwork style pattern here. So we're going to come from there to there and there. And I think this is going to be very, very good for traffic. In my opinion, if I saw this in real life, I would say that's a great way to sort out traffic. So that goes along there. And then again, we have another brick one that comes down here. That way. And that way. Because it's quite a large area, this is. In fact, we should probably have a large road coming in from here. Yeah, like straight through there. If we, let's take out a few of these roads. Let's leave that one in. Take that out from there to there. And from there to there. Join that up. Join that up. That doesn't matter. That's on a little bit of a funny angle. And then grab a bigger road to go through there. And I think we're going to go straight up the middle here as well. Yeah. And then at least we've got a big road coming in here that can take a lot more traffic than these small ones. I think we've been one of the only people on YouTube to actually keep our traffic relatively decently under control. We haven't had too many problems. I think we've been smart about it since the very beginning, which has helped us out later on down this huge city population road. Okay, and then we'll put a couple of brickwork breaks up in it. Something like that. We'll put one there just to make getting around the city, getting around this area, sorry, a little bit easier. Okay, so commercial. We'll have a commercial in there. We'll have a commercial in there. Because of the up and downness of this land here, as you can see, it's very bumpy. You end up with these little sort of areas that you can't actually put anything in. It's a little bit annoying, but we can't really flatten out the land without spending absolute hours doing it. So let's put in the smallest ones. We'll put commercial in. I think that looks quite good. And then the bigger ones, we're going to keep with the high density, because I think we're going to be able to pack more houses in. And apparently from my research reading on the interwebs, it turns out that high density buildings are more likely to commit crimes. Now, I don't know why. I would have thought it would have been the other way around, but apparently according to them, it's that way around. Oh, why did I have it paused? We're going to have some water out over here. Man, I shouldn't have paused it. We've been wasting time. Okay, that goes up there. This is going to be a huge increase in population. I'm thinking probably around the realms of 30,000 people, more or less, I think could fit in here. Maybe even a little bit more. Especially since it's all high density. I'm actually going to join those two up. They were obviously there for a reason. We don't need them. But, I don't know. For some reason, I really like the look of the power lines. They just look really good, especially when you're down on ground level here. It just looks so realistic. Like, that is exactly how you have in real life. You always have these sort of overhead cables and stuff like that, unless you're in places where it's all underground. Around me, it's all like that. It's absolutely crazy. Wow, look at that build up so fast. How's our crime level? Come on. 40%. Oh man, it's working. Oh, it's really, really working. Education apparently doesn't affect it, which is a little surprising to me. I assume that if a lot of your city was highly educated, you would commit less crimes because you were educated. Apparently that's not the case. I don't know why. It was on SimCity, I know that, but at least over here it wasn't. Now, we're on the crime chart here, and from what I read, anything that's a light blue colour means that they don't commit crimes. Any of the sort of darker brownish greenish colours, and red, means that they do commit crimes, and their suggestion was to actually delete any of the blue buildings. Now, these blue buildings here and these blue buildings up here are the ones that we just put in, so they're new citizens that have just entered our city. Therefore, they're probably not going to be that inclined to commit a crime. Hopefully they will soon. But these ones down here are. So what we're going to do is I'm actually going to do what they say. I'm going to go with our research that we've done and just remove some of them, because hopefully this will put up a little bit higher of the population. Now, my opinion is that all the people that are going to replace these houses are going to move in, and they're not going to be very crime orientated. All of these people aren't crime. They're complaining severely about tax, and yet their crime level is super, super low. So, what about if we remove them entirely? For now, they'll move back in very, very shortly. Yes, as unpaused time. But they'll move in very, very shortly, but this should really boost up our percentage. And once our percentage is boosted nice and high, I'm planning to then calm down a little bit and get our city back to its wonderful dream state. The best city that there's ever been. Knuckle Brain. Okay, so just a few more down here. People say I'm not playing the game properly. Of course I'm playing the game properly. This is what you got to do. You got to break up the city. Plus, I'm so enjoying it. It's bringing out the evil madman in me. Down here, that big building is causing crime. I think that's a police station or something, or a school. A lot of crime at a school, huh? All the teenagers are stealing from the sweet shops down the road. Alright, how are we getting on? Still at 40%. I've got a feeling that this number's probably going to be different. Still at 40%. Man, I so want to get that. I so do. It's a beautiful looking city, don't you think, though? Like, we've really laid this out well, if you ignore all the crime dots. I really like how we've got these little sections that we've managed to lay out. We've got some really cool roads in between it as well. And I really like the amount of trees that we've got in these certain areas. They just really make the area look more realistic. Definitely, 100%. But it looks like we're doing okay. What were the other buildings that we've Haven't unlocked yet. Fill 3 incidences of cemeteries. Now, this one over here was the fullest, I think. Oh, that's the landfill site. This one, 2,000. No, that wasn't the fullest one. There was some more. This one, yeah, 2,996. So 4 more people, and then that becomes full. And then hopefully we'll actually see 1 full out of 3 we need. So we're very close to that one. This one is all tax rates at most 4%. Now we're going to do that one after we've done the crime rate one. For the moment we're still building up our money because we know we're going to lose at least 2.5 million, maybe even 3 or 4 million as we progress our city now. We might even go into the negatives, I don't know, but if we can just barely go into the negatives, I'll be very happy. But I'm not going to do that until after we've done the crime rate one, because having taxes at 4% is going to make people very, very happy. That's the one that we're doing currently. They're all done. This one, construct 300 city service buildings. We haven't got far to go on that one, and in fact we can put some more schools down today, which will help. 50% of the population highly educated. That's a really tough one to do, but we'll be able to do that very shortly. We'll probably end up actually deleting all of the dumb people from our city to get there. It's going to be quite funny. So, what were we going to do? Not that one. I was going to work on, yeah, city services, more education. I noticed elementary school is down, high school is up, university is up. So we need more elementary schools, and the perfect place for those are going to be in this new area that we just put down. So we're going to put a few of these down. Make sure we get our availability through the roof. Keep that nice and high. Have a few out here. This looks a little bit red. And any other red spots, I'm actually going to add more to. That's all good. That's all good. There's a few down here. Let's add a few down there. I'm pretty sure that that's offices anyway, but I'll put one there. That's all good. Around here, they're complaining a little bit, so I'll put one in there. You're complaining a little bit, so I'll put one in there. Apart from that, that's pretty good. High school. They're really complaining about high schools out here, so we'll keep this nice and through the roof. That's what I'd really like to do. You're really complaining out here, even though there's 3 out there already. Spam these down. I don't mind spamming these. It looks like we're putting down way too many, but these count as service buildings. Therefore, we're actually doing ourselves a benefit by adding these down. Let's have a few more of those in the area. And it looks like these are really good spots for crime as well. So having these city service buildings down are going to sort of help us out in all manner of ways. Elementary school is still on the edge, but I'm sure we'll be okay for that. Okay, let's check the crime rate. I really want to keep this under control. It's dropping down. We're at 40%. They said to turn off this. Turn off all health places. You know what? That's going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Why don't we try it? Let's do it. So, under this, health. There's one here. Turn that off. There's one here. Turn that off. Hello, phone. Good morning to you. This is a little one. I didn't even know we had any little medical clinics anymore. We might not even bother turning half of these back on. Oh, that's a school. Whoops, wrong one. Sorry, guys. I know, I made you happy again, didn't I? This one. Okay, so we've cleared out that area. There's one right there. And I think that's one. Hospital, yeah. One right there. It's a shame that you can't keep this screen up at all times and delete them. They just don't do that. In fact, can I... No, because I'm trying to place down one. You have to cancel out. Very strange. Oops. There we go. I'll do it. I'll do it. Why not? One there and one there. I didn't turn that one off, did I? There. Thank you. I know it's making you unhappy. Hopefully the unhappiness also goes to crime as well. In fact, what is our happiness? See, it's still pretty high. Even with all the crime rate and the taxes and everything like that, they still don't mind too much. Right. Now, I think I'm going to do something weird. I'm actually going to put up these taxes by 1% more. I think I'm going to do it 1% more on there and on there. We'll do it on all of them. Now, this is the point where I think people started moving out. But if we can hit 50% before that, hopefully there's not like a maintain for 5 weeks thing or something like that, because we're struggling to get there, let alone maintaining it. Okay, we're doing okay though. We're doing very, very well. Is there anything more? Can we expand outwards? If we expand outwards, we're actually hurting our crime rate level though, because the overall percentage of crime ends up going up, because these guys are still good people. There are a few crime people in here already. I don't want to add any more. I really, really don't. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to cut away. I'm going to just watch for a little while. If anything interesting happens, I'll cut back. But let's see if we can speed this on a little bit, because we've been trying to get this for quite a few episodes now. 41%. I shall be right back. Well, it's getting there. I've decided to turn off all the fire stations. I've been here about an hour. Like, no joke. And my city is still being loyal to me. No, we will never go to the dark side and cause crime. And I'm saying, I need you to, so I can build a courthouse. If you guys aren't bad, I can't get a courthouse and nobody's going to be happy. So, I've got it up to crime 44%. We're 6% off. It's unbelievable. I've even resorted to actually dezoning areas that just weren't committing crimes, like this area. They were just like, no, we're good people, we're not going to commit crimes. And I'm saying, please just go out and rob a bank. Do something to commit a crime. Go steal from the store. I need 1 in every 2 people. I need to be a criminal. And they're not. So all hospitals off. I'm now turning all fire stations off. Oh, I did think of something though. What I have done is I've actually only got 3 cemeteries actually running, and all of the other cemeteries are actually emptying. For example, there's tons. Why can't I find any of them? Like this one is emptying. Building is currently emptying, therefore is not working. So it's actually filling up other ones. Like this one is now full, no more room. And I think there's only 1 of them full, but I've only got 3 of them opening, so they're actually being forced to fill up this one, which is now done. This one is open, and that's really boosted up, and that'll continue to. And this one, and I think they're the only 3 that are open, so they're really starting to get there now. How's crime? Come on, crime. 49%! It's working! It's working! I cannot believe it. Everyone's moving out. I've got taxes so high. Oh, I did make some more money, though. I actually turned off the smoke detector distribution. We done this right at the beginning to significantly reduce the fire risk. But the upkeep is 5 cents per building. Well, now we've got many, many buildings. I unticked that, and I was actually losing money. I was losing about 4,000. It's actually put me back up into the profit. Even with all of this turned off and with people moving out, we're still making profit somehow. I don't know how. Maintain for 5 weeks. You're joking. You're a very evil game, and I hate you. I cannot believe that we have to maintain this for 5 weeks. That's just terrible news. But I'm going to leave the episode there, guys. Hopefully, we should be able to keep it at this 50%. 1 in every 2 people are criminals. As soon as that's done, we should be good. There is something that we can do next episode as well. I have now put down... Is it under this one? Yeah, 287. What I done is I found the cheapest thing, which is water towers. I just put a load of water towers down. We need like 13 more. And then boom! We unlock that building as well. So, we're really getting to this end game. We might even be able to complete the end game buildings by maybe episode 40. I don't know. We're going to really push for it. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there for this episode. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you haven't already, please subscribe. 1 week down, 4 to go. We shall see you in the next episode. Bye!